Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming to our annual meeting. I'm Tim Scoggins, President of the Catamount TV Board of Directors, and I'm calling this annual meeting to order at 6 o'clock on Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. And I'm under strict instructions to hand it over to Lisa immediately. But we're glad y'all could come. So here's our Executive Director, Lisa Beyer.
I was trying to make it as easy as possible. Thank you, Tim. Thanks, you guys, for being here. I really appreciate it. I know it's a nice, warm night out there, but at least it's not raining. So thanks for coming. So first, I wanted to just quickly introduce our staff. We have William Gardner, who's behind you, who is taking pictures diligently. William has been with us for 25 years this year. So he is our operations manager, and he is jack of all trades. So he does the budget, pays the bills, sends out the invoices, does account receivable, fixes the toilet, does whatever I tell him. So we're practically married. We've been working together for so long. And then we have Mike Cutler, who is our production manager. And Mike has been with us for 9 years. So we have some longevity here. And Mike, as he likes to say, is the head of our creative department. And he is a production manager, so he really manages all of the content creation. So he manages the coverage of all of the meetings, of the event coverage, the editing, managing the production associates and all of that. So we're happy to have him. Then we have Lee, who is upstairs running the studio. And Lee has been with us for 2 years, and she is the digital content coordinator. So if some of you who were lucky enough to be on the tour know that she manages all of the content that comes in digital files and makes sure that it's going to where it needs to go. And then finally we have Josh Boucher, who couldn't be here tonight, and he's been here with us for 5 years. So he's the one out there covering most of the meetings and stuff that you see. And of course we're missing Jim Byers, who we lost in October, so he's here in spirit for sure. So we miss him. And so I'd like to introduce the board of directors. You already met Tim Scoggins, who is our esteemed president. We have Danny Cross, who is our vice president. Jack Rossiter-Munley. Sarah Krinsky is our secretary, and then Greg Van Houten is our treasurer. So I just want to thank the board for, we had some challenging activities over the last year, and I just am really proud of how we all came together and worked together. Even though we didn't always agree, we were able to really build consensus and come to a place that I think that we're all proud of. And we now have a social media policy that we're very happy to introduce to the community. So I really want to thank the board for all of their work and the last minute emergency board meetings and emails and all of that. So it was really a pleasure to work with you all during all of that. So thank you. So now that we know everybody, we want to show, we did make up these great little cards that give you some of the highlights of our year. But we did put together a great visual presentation as well that will show you what we worked on this year and more about our organization. So please enjoy. Welcome to CAT TV's annual report for 2023-2024. CAT TV is Bennington's local community media center dedicated to amplifying local voices and celebrating community spirit. We offer coverage that you can't find anywhere else, gear and training, along with media education and support services, and community engagement supporting the rights to free speech and highlighting all that happens in our towns. Our team consists of myself, Lisa Beyer, the Executive Director, William Gardner, our Operations Manager, Mike Cutler, our Production Manager, Lee, our Digital Content Coordinator, and Josh, our Production Associate. Our board is led by Tim Scoggins, who's our President, Dan Cross, our Vice President, Greg Van Houten, our Treasurer, Sarah Krinsky, our Secretary, and Frank Barnes and Jack Roster Munley. In 2024, we increased programming, offered closed captioning, honored veterans, made inventory upgrades, worked on a new community calendar, continued our advocacy work, hosted interns, and formed new committees. Here's a highlight reel of all of our work in 2024.
All right, well, welcome everybody to season 2 of D&D.
Yeah, there's the energy. All right.
We never left.
We never left.
never
We've been
left.
sitting here for 3 months.
Anything else for public comment review? Good, moving right along.
He ventured up with her mother to St. Johnsbury and saw it, the totality, and we got that on film.
They've been here for a year or two and start to establish their life in the United States.
3, 2, 1.
The Citizen of the Year presented to Tom Dean, recognition of your outstanding service to your community.
I'm standing here as living proof of why everyone needs to become donors. Everyone needs to participate all that you can, because without this, I would not be here today, and I can't thank everyone enough.
Trainings are held locally at the Sacred Heart St. Francis Parish Hall.
Welcome to Juneteenth. We're really happy to see you all today.
What choice can you make that will lead to something truly transformative?
Who's that tripping over my bridge?
Motorman's a funny name, he said. I just made it up, I told him.
The fundraiser drew support from many in our community.
Longer term, we're hoping to build out more menstrual education for the youth in our community.
I'm coming to talk to you this morning about Soberfest 2024.
3, 2, 1.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Huzzah! Our small but mighty production department was extremely busy this year, as well as our members, and they made good use of our vast equipment that was at their disposal. Over the last year, we covered 201 meetings, we had 84 local events covered, 43 studio shows, 53 hours of training, and we lended gear 120 times, and we had 11 podcasts. In the programming department, we were really excited that we aired 2,463 total programs. Broken down, that's 682 local programs, 118 government meetings, 79 educational meetings, 315 faith-based programs, and 649 community messages. On the distribution side of Cat TV, we distribute our content to 6 different places where people can watch and enjoy, from traditional cable to our online methods. As you can see, we've had some ups and downs through the last year, with cable being down, but YouTube being up, and our Facebook page at over 43,000 views. Boxcast is our newest platform where we stream all of our content live from the field, and we're excited to see that grow. Our eBlast was viewed over 17,000 times, which is up 68%. We're hoping over the next year to see these numbers grow.
And now, let's take a look at our membership. We had 222 paid members, 206 friends, and 385 associates. Here are the year-end financials. We had total revenues of $420,280 and total expenses of $425,260. Total assets was $776,903, and that comprised of property and equipment, cable revenue, cash, and other. We had an ending cash balance of $446,695. Let's take a deep dive into our 2024-2025 budget. We had operating income of $409,650. That comprised of cable revenue, state funding, production fees, and other revenue. We had operating expenses of $406,368, and that comprised of personnel, facility, program, and administrative. We had capital income of $58,660 and capital expenses of $49,750. We had facility upgrades of $24,750 and production equipment upgrades of $25,000.
The industry trends that we're keeping an eye on are declining cable revenues and limited legislative protection. That's led us to an organizational shift to seek funding. While the advocacy work has resulted in some state funding, it's not guaranteed. To look more closely at cable revenue, we've been warning and waiting for the declining revenue for years due to the advent of streaming services. Last year, the wait was over. We had a nearly 9% decline in funding, and this year the trend has continued with a 12% decline to our funding base. Looking forward, we'll be working on social media policies, a film festival event, distribution platforms, more local programming, archiving content, HG channels, and revenue-generating focus, including production, sponsors, paid content, grants, members, and leveraging our assets. All of our work means nothing without our community. Get involved and help keep Cat TV relevant into the future. You can become a member, you can become a sponsor, you can create content, and you can advocate for us. Cat TV can be seen on Comcast cable channels 1075, 1085, and 1095. We're also on the web at catamountaccess.com, on YouTube at Cat TV Bennington, on Facebook at Cat TV Bennington. We're located at 625 Main Street in Bennington, 442-8868, and you can reach us at info@catamountaccess.com. Finally, we'd like to dedicate this annual report to Jim Byers, who we lost in October of 2024. We really miss him, and he was an all-around great guy. Yes, we had a situation setting up for Battle Day one year where the wrong power cable got
could have done it.
plugged into a brand new piece of equipment and fried the piece of equipment within milliseconds.
I said, Jim, why is it? Oh, I plugged in it. Uh-oh. And it says specifically the voltage for one is not the same for the other.
So,
we gave him that
so he ordered that Fisher-Price computer and would bring that on all of our field shoots. And in our notes for that year, because I do notes, which they all love, Battle Day, what worked, what didn't work, da da da. So we have to go through those every year. And I have a file like this after 28 years. And so for that one, I wrote, tie Jim to the nearest tree while we're setting up. So he can't touch anything. So it was funny because the banner used that picture, and I don't think that they realized that it was a Fisher-Price computer. But it's such a great picture of him that we had to use it. So I'm really proud of the accomplishments and all of the work that we did in the last year. And as I said in the piece, we really are in a transitional period. And most nonprofits in the area don't have what we had, which was funding that was based on a state and federal mandate. So the cable companies were required to provide, funding for PEG access these facilities. But we all know that the cable industry is on its way out as streaming is taking hold. So that mandate really isn't going to do us much good because there aren't many cable customers left. So it's a huge shift for our organization, and it's something that we've all been preparing for and talking about. And I think one of the things that's important is Cat TV has been a stable and reliable organization for almost 35 years, and we've had long-standing staff here. And I think that people count on us being there and expect us to be there, and that reputation is great, but I think it's time for us to let the community know that things are shifting for us, and with our funding going, we have to look at new ways to be able to provide the services that the community needs. So as you saw, we covered more than 300 meetings and events in the community this year. We aired almost 2,500 programs. We had 43,000 Facebook views on our page. Clearly, the need for our services is there, but our funding is going away. So we have to match that. We have to figure out how to continue serving the community in the way that it needs to be served. So, some of the things that as we evolve, the things that stay the same are keeping our local government accessible and transparent, telling the stories of our communities through events and people, providing media education, training, and resources, and connecting and informing people to create that civic engagement that's so important. So all of those things have a place in our community. It just looks different than it did 35 years ago. So it's our job to figure out how to evolve and change in that new landscape. And that's what we're committed to doing. So a lot of that is revenue based. So how are we going to support ourselves? Advocacy work that is going on in the state with my colleagues and myself has been successful. We're in the state budget, but that's not guaranteed money. We need a legislative solution, either federally or state. Until that time, I think it's important that we rely on the hyper-localness that made our organization what it is, right? We are hyper-local, we are Bennington, so our support is going to have to come from that same place. So I think that that's the shift that we're making and letting the community know that we have to change in the way that we've done it, and we've been very lucky to have the mandate and the funding, but it's changing. So one of the things that we've been working on is a revenue generating committee, and we've been coming up with some great ideas. That the first thing is a new membership structure. So we're excited. Oh, that's the new membership structure.
Is that it?
It's good. It's good. Thank you. So we're introducing a simplified membership structure, which is individual, family, and nonprofit. We've increased the rates just a little bit. We've been at $25 a year for, I think in 2019, we started a paid membership structure. because we saw this coming, to be honest with you. So we still think that those rates are very reasonable. You become a community supporter, a community media advocate, but you also have access to our resources and content production and media education and equipment and all of that. So we also are introducing a new corporate structure for standard and premium memberships, which these folks will really have the opportunity to have the visibility that we have. I mean, we have 43,000 people viewing our Facebook page. So that's visibility for local businesses that they could really, really count on. And part of this will be a new web page that you'll be able to click on the box, the membership level that's right for you. It'll take you right to the form, and you'll also have the opportunity to have it renew automatically. So you don't need to get those emails from me over and over and over again saying, please support Cat TV, please support Cat TV every year. You can do that as an ongoing support, and that would be great. So those
That
are...
page is live, by the way.
That page is live, I'm hearing. So that's breaking news. The new web page is up and running, so we're really excited about that. And so that's our first initiative that we've been working on, and I'd like to introduce William to talk about the second one.
Great job, Lisa, as always. That's a lot to talk about. So, I'm here to talk about something very exciting. Something we've wanted to do at Cat TV for at least the 25 years that I've been here. So, if you listen to this closely, you got a little hint. So I don't know if anybody picked up on it. I forgot it was actually in there. But we are launching this year the inaugural, I said it, 1 Minute Film Festival.
He's been practicing that word all day.
This is just a tease. This is a Mike Cutler tease. But yeah, in all honesty, we've been wanting to put a film festival together for as long as I've been here. And as different people came and went, sometimes their excitability of it came and went, and it kind of just, was here and there. But this year,
Well, it
we
wasn't
said,
a priority. We
Wasn't a
had
priority.
other fires to put out.
Exactly. So most of the fires have been put out, so now we're ready to tackle this. So I'll give you a quick little kind of idea of what we're thinking. So again, 1 Minute Film Festival, open to all ages above 13, and we're thinking like a 50-mile radius of Bennington. Participants can use their own equipment, because we all know you can grab your phone and make a pretty cool little movie and edit it. Or we're hoping that people will see the value of Cat TV and come here and use special equipment that we have set aside just for the film festival. This is going to open on Memorial Day this year, and it'll run all summer through Labor Day. So folks will have all summer to kind of figure out what they're going to do, film it, edit it, get it ready to go. We're going to have a really cool festival at the Bennington Theater in late September, early October. And what's cool about the 1 Minute Film Festival is we're hoping for 30, 40, 50 submissions, we're hopeful. We'll be able to play them all at the festival, which is really cool for our first year. So I think it takes doing a 1 Minute Film Festival is less intimidating for people. Most people can be like, I can put a 1 minute thing together. Maybe not Susan.
But with our help, you could.
But maybe we'll get her on board. And then the fact that it's going to actually play at the Bennington Theater on the big screen, I think is a big appeal. So people can submit up to 2 different films, which is kind of cool this year, because we're like, it's a minute, so people might have an idea, or 2 ideas. There will be a cost to enter, and we're going to use this really cool app called Film Freeway. So you go to the app, it'll tell you all about it, you'll be able to register there, you'll be able to meet other people, I think, that are involved, so it's this really cool thing. So we are forming a committee within the next month or so. If anyone here is interested, we would love to have you. And we're hoping to partner with other local media folk, because we think it's a great tie-in. And we'll also be seeking sponsors. So, thank you. So I don't know, we don't have it yet, but the way a 1 minute film festival is we come up with a theme. So it could be an object, it can be a line of dialogue, it could be whatever it is. And the caveat is you have to use whatever our theme is within the 1 minute film festival. So the committee will be deciding that. We're hoping to keep it, you know, maybe something local. So we might even have a poll online. We might have multiple ideas, or people can choose. So, but yeah, we're super excited about this. We're hoping that the community will get on board. We're hoping all you folks will spread the good word of it, and we're looking forward to a really successful inaugural film festival. So, thank you.
Next up is Mike Cutler with the next exciting announcements.
He has to cue his own graph.
I gotta keep my own stuff. This is like
It's a tough world for
this is
Mike.
like an Apple when they're gonna announce the new. Okay. So this is a screen record of a new exciting streaming service that we're launching later this year. This is through a company called Boxcast that we've used for the last several years to do all of our live meetings or events, as you see in the community. And they have been a really rock solid service for us through the hardware that we have and obviously the software. So they've been toying with these new apps and things that you can bundle into your service. So we're really excited. This is the web portal you're seeing me go through. So we have our meeting tab where obviously we only do Bennington and Shasbury at the moment through this service. We want to incorporate obviously the school boards and stuff through Zoom. We do that a different way at the moment, but they would be coming through here later on. Public events, and you know, we're just building this up right now. But the really exciting thing is this is a place that Cat TV can have its own home. Facebook, as you know, has been really popular, but they're changing their methods. One of the instances, live videos. We just got the notification starting in June. Anything older than 30 days will be deleted off of Facebook. So. We really don't think that's a sustainable place for us to be with the content that we have. So
The multiple streams.
and the multiple streams, we can't do 2 concurrent streams anymore. That was another thing that we troubleshot with Boxcast. So what you're seeing here is our cool show In Session with host Jack, and I'm just scrubbing through and showing you. It's really a service like Disney or Netflix. You can replay it, resume it. So. This is the web portal, but we're going to also have a Roku app, an Apple TV app, and apps that you can download on your Apple or Android devices. So you're going to be able to access it anywhere from our website and other places as well. And as Lisa mentioned, you know, this is a great way for us to paywall some content. Obviously, not meetings or anything like that. You know, those are open to the public. But what are things that we could charge for people to either watch or buy or download afterwards? So. Those are things we're really excited about. It's branded for us. Yeah, just it's a very shiny object to me. I'm really excited about it. I've got to be curtailed by other people, but yeah, you can see in here everything that's upcoming. All of these empty ones obviously are work that I need to do. Is adding thumbnails to these. What are these things? So when you see those blank ones, that's just things that I need to do. But just. Really excited for all the things in here. You can search anything, Cat TV, Bennington, these things that come up. So, yeah, I think I used the 3 minutes up. There, it's done. Yeah, okay. Yep, done. Cool. All right, so we're really excited about that later this year.
Well timed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can ramble.
So those are our exciting announcements. Membership, film festival, Cat TV app. So these are changes that we've been wanting to do for a long time, and we're excited to share them with the community and evolve our organization into the next phase in the new environment. So I appreciate everybody's support in being here, and I'm happy to take any questions or comments if anybody has any. If not, we can adjourn. Hearing none, I think you're up.
Without objection, this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you for your time, everybody.
Thank you.